Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S DREAMs. Scorpio, Sagittarius, this is your reading. Well, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusp, sorry. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates and please leave the rest. Alrighty, what do we have? Watch your temper during this time, guys. You're kind of on a short fuse during this time. There is this sense of like getting very irritated and very annoyed. Um, for some of you, this is surrounding a project or something that you want it to be perfect. Whether this is a project at home or a project at work, you're being very anal in regards to this project, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure that you are addressing this energy into like a useful place. Useful, um not directed at people, because again, I do see this short temper type of energy with you guys during this time, so just be aware of it. Sometimes when we have something that we really want to execute, we really want it to come out perfect, we tend to ignore our own battery. Like, we tend to like not take as many breaks, and we tend to not rest as much, right? And when you're not rested, when you're not eating, when you're not whatever, it's like it catches up, and then you physically, your body begins to feel it, and then you start to express it verbally with other people. So that's kind of like what I want you to kind of keep in mind during this time. um for those of you that have okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There's somebody here that has like, you're in a relationship, you have kids, and your kids are not that young. Your kids are like in their teens. We're talking about, like, I'm picking up an energy of like 15 or 16. um and you have sworn that you're not having any more kids. I'm sorry to burst your bubble for those of you, but there is somebody here that has like older teenager kids, like 15, 16-year olds, and you are expecting. And maybe this is what gets you in an agitated energy, because you're just like, how and why am I gonna do this again? How am I gonna do this again? Type of thing. Um, but that pregnancy is very much there. Um, you may think, or you're confusing your symptoms or whatever with menopause, but in reality you're pregnant. um for whoever that is, there is no, there seems to be no, I'm not saying it because I'm seeing anything wrong with the pregnancy or anything like that. I just feel like this is going to be a real shocker for some of you. So if you do think that you're going through menopause, but you're not 100% sure, um and there are certain symptoms that, like, it's almost kind of like 90% of your symptoms fit the menopause, but like 10% really don't, right? But you're just like, well, at my age, like, no, like, if I haven't gotten pregnant the past 15 years, like, there's no way I'm gonna have another baby. But it's like, yeah, it's there, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you are in that space and you really don't want to have any more kids, or you don't want any big surprises, then I suggest you go and get yourself checked out, because there is this baby and it's coming in, and there's a huge gap in between the kids. All right, so let's go ahead and see. This is romantically. Oh, cool. Um, for those of you that are in a relationship that may have been in this rocky kind of place where you were really not sure where it was headed, or if it was headed anywhere, There is commitment here, and there are things that are getting into alignment. So this is like a relationship moving to the next step, whether it is that you guys are getting engaged or actually getting married, moving in together. There's a lot of progress, a lot of growth within this connection. So just kind of I want to say enjoy it and embrace it. Some of you tend to think of like the negative or like what could go wrong. Um, whatever you think of and whatever you are constantly obsessing with is what's going to go wrong. So again, we go back into the space of like creating our own reality through our thoughts. But there is a relationship here that is leveling up, that is moving on to the next level. It's growing. It's something that is stable. It's something that is tangible, if that makes any sense. Okay. Wings are very prominent during this time. Like I'm looking at like big wings, like angel wings. And now I don't know if anybody's seen the show Lucifer on Netflix, but Lucifer's had these, and I'm not saying to go worship Lucifer, like do not twist my words. I'm just talking about his wings. He had like these beautiful, gorgeous, like white wings, right? And they were freaking like magical. And that's kind of like what I'm looking at. There's an energy of a winged like angel or something that is surrounding you, or it's protecting you, it's guiding you. And the reason why it's coming up is because some of you may be afraid of it, or may not really be paying attention to it. So this angel is like, what I'm looking at is like, what you can mainly see is the wings. You can't really see the face or the structure of the body, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe this is why this image or this angel, when they present themselves to you, may kind of scare you, right? Because maybe you're putting this thing where like, oh, angels are supposed to be this way, and like, you know, the way that sometimes oh my god, what is the word, like media like presents them, right? Like, oh, there's white lion, this and this and that, and it's like, it's not what you're seeing. You're just seeing wings, and you know that there's a body in between the wings, but you can't make it out what it is. And it's a guide that is coming to you. I don't see it as something scary or anything like that. You may be perceiving it that way. Maybe asking it to back off a little until you are ready. I feel that you have been asking for help. You have been asking spirit for help in a certain area of your life. And this is the angel that is kind of like assigned to that aspect of your life. Like, that's the way that's the way that it's coming up. It's like this angel is like the one in charge of this part of your life, so they're coming in to assist. But because you're not open to receive it or to see them, uh this is where that in between energy is coming in, where you're just like, so maybe ask spirit to allow this angel figure to come in a way that is more accepting to your physical body and to your mind, right? And again, there's different ways that this can come about. Like I my like myself personally have had very scary situations where I've like blocked completely like certain energies and things like that. And when they would come back around like 3-4 years later, when I was ready to have like I had like the spiritual understanding of what they really were, they would present themselves. But when they first emerged, even though I was asking for the help, I was asking for the assistance, I wasn't really there, right? And it's just that sometimes where when we're asking for certain help or certain things, we don't see them manifest right away. And it's because there's a part of us that is not ready to accept that. There's a part of us that's not ready to go ahead and dive into that space. And that may be something that is happening at this moment in time when it comes to this winged angel energy that I see around you. So definitely, you know, ask for it either to show itself in a way that your mind can comprehend and that your mind is not going to be afraid of. Hope that makes sense. Um, because it's like, it's almost kind of like, and I know I keep talking about it, but it's almost kind of like you're mesmerized over the wings, but then when you see you can't see the figure in between. That's the part that scares you. So there's still an aspect of the unknown that really is a trigger for you, where you start to shut down when it comes to like the spiritual aspects of things. All right, so let's go ahead and anything else, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusp. But aside from that, I feel that you guys are having a pretty good month. If you keep that energy of like the agitation energy in check, make sure that you're keeping an eye on your finances, not necessarily like how much you are spending like on your own, like, you know, day to day, like your own lifestyle, but be aware of people that want to come and borrow money, people that want a handout is what I'm picking up. There is here a need to say no to people that want to borrow money, or people that want a handout. Just because you have financial stability, just because you have been smart about your money, doesn't mean that you need to take care of those that are around you. Doesn't mean that you need to take care of like every family member. Doesn't mean that you have to solve everyone else's problem. So really be mindful of that. Especially like if you're hearing that certain family members are having issues and things like that. And I get it, like we all have like our emergencies and all of these things, but it's almost kind of like if like you prepared yourself financially for like your emergencies, and somebody else kind of lives like paycheck by paycheck. They really don't save, they really are not smart with their money, and this is what I'm talking about, like, you know. And it's like they're expecting you to use like your savings to get them out of a ditch or get them out of a hole. And that's kind of like where spirit is saying like, like be mindful of that. If you so choose to go down that route, just know that that money is not coming back. So let's see, let's use this deck. I don't know if you guys can see, it's like a 3-tier spinner for my cards. That I really need to take apart and like re-put together because I want to paint certain aspects of it, but I did put it together myself. Let's see. Anything else that Scorpio, Sagittarius needs to know, Spirit? Anything else that they need to know, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys. Maybe this is why we're at, like, maybe this, for some of you, this agitation is gonna come. Okay. Some of you already lend money to somebody, or already committed to lending money to somebody, and now you're like agitated or angry at the fact that they are, it's almost kind of like, se hacen enemigo de ti, right? That's what we say in Spanish, like se hacen enemigo. Ya tú sabes. So it's like, you know, somebody that, you know, borrows money from you, and then they become your enemy. Like all of a sudden they're upset with you. All of a sudden they don't want to talk to you. All of a sudden you're nothing. All of a sudden you are an ass, you a bitch, whatever it is. And it's like, all I'm doing is asking for my money. Like, do not get offended. Do not get mad, because you need to come back with my money with the same energy that you came to ask for it, right? And these are lessons that you need to learn. Like, you need to stop bailing people out. I don't care if it's $20. I don't care if it's $10,000. Like, with the same energy that you came to borrow those $10, those $10,000 from me, is the same energy that I want you to come back with when you're giving me the money, right? And this is kind of like where spirit is telling you that a lot of the times when you have found yourself in financial restraint, in financial issues, or you felt like this tightness of your finances, has to do with the fact that you have yet to still learn this lesson. Like, you don't have to bail everyone out just because you're doing good. You don't. You have to stop giving people the idea or the right to your money and to your finances. And that's something that you, my love, have created. We're gonna go ahead and pull out an oracle card for your closing message. We have the Rumi Oracle. All right, Spirit, give me one card for Scorpio, Sagittarius. Spirit of one card. Control that anger, baby. Control it, control it, control it. You know that Scorpio aspect of you sometimes, you sting yourself with your own tail. So just be careful of that. Like if you don't want to be upset over somebody not paying you back, then don't lend them the money. All right, so let's go ahead. I would say, like, if somebody borrows money and they, the first thing I say is like, okay, when are you going to pay me back? You give me a date, I'm going to put the date in my calendar. And I'm not calling you, I'm not texting you. So the day before, I'm sitting there and I'm like, Spirit, take care of this. Take care of this. Just like that. And the next day, boom, there's my money. And if it's something that, like, let's say, like, if Spirit is saying, like, nope, and I'm like, okay, nope. Be like, nope, can't help you with that. You gotta start talking over your life, and you have to start talking over your finances, over your children, over your home, over everything in your life. Not just using that power when you're in a crunch, right? All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. Give me one card, Spirit. I just want one. It was like 2 cards. No, it was actually 3. I just want one. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusp. Give me one card, Spirit. Beyond death, beyond death, life. What number is this one? Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as a grace to free you from all that you have known. For what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainties with I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure beyond all experiences, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. And I feel that a lot. This message specifically is coming in from this angel, winged energy that is around you. You have asked for change. Maybe it is about addressing or managing your angers and your triggers or whatever it is. You've asked for help in a certain aspect of your life, and your call has been answered. Now the question is, are you going to follow through, or are you going to run away from this? Look how beautiful that picture is. It's like, there's nothing to be afraid of. In the sense of moving forward or diving into that unknown space. Everything is unknown until it's known, right? Until we take that first step forward. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you at this moment in time. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all.